Adrian Valdez was one of Dubai's richest men, but behind his luxury empire hid a terrifying secret that could destroy everything. When innocent Filipina nurse Elena Cruz arrived in Dubai believing she had accepted her dream job, she had no idea she was walking into a nightmare of forced marriage, hidden disease, missing workers, and deadly revenge. What began as a glamorous love story soon turned into a shocking true crime mystery filled with betrayal, murder, and a secret basement that police would never forget. Dubai was a city built on wealth, ambition, and secrets hidden behind glass towers. Among the richest men in the city, Adrian Valdez stood above almost everyone else. His face appeared in luxury magazines, business interviews, and social media posts showing private jets, expensive watches, and glamorous parties attended by celebrities. People admired him for his success story. He owned several real estate companies and claimed to have built his empire from nothing. To the publication, Adrian looked confident, powerful, and untouchable. But behind the expensive suits and perfect smile, Adrian lived in constant fear. He avoided journalists asking personal questions and became extremely protective of his private life. Rumors quietly moved through Dubai's wealthy circles about secret hospital visits and mysterious trips to Europe. Some believed he was involved in dangerous business deals. Others whispered that he suffered from a serious illness he was desperate to hide. Adrian ignored every rumor while continuing to display a life of luxury online. Far away in the Philippines, Elena Cruz lived a completely different life. She worked long shifts at a crowded hospital, caring for elderly patients and struggling families. Her salary barely supported her mother and younger siblings. Despite the pressure, Eleanor remained kind and hardworking. Her dream was simple: work overseas, save enough money, and give her family a better future. Like many nurses, she believed Dubai could change her life forever. One evening, Eleanor received an unexpected overseas job offer through a recruitment agency. The position promised a huge salary, free housing, and private nursing work inside a luxury home in Dubai. The offer sounded perfect. Her family celebrated immediately, believing all their problems were finally ending. Elena felt nervous but hopeful as she boarded the plane days later. The moment she arrived in Dubai, something felt wrong. No hospital representative met her at the airport. Instead, two silent men drove her through dark streets toward a massive mansion overlooking the marina. The gates closed behind the car the second she entered the property. Inside the mansion, Elena waited to meet the patient she had supposedly been hired to care for. Instead, she met Adrian Valdez himself. He studied her carefully before smiling in a cold and unsettling way. Within days, Eleanor realized she had not been brought to Dubai as a nurse. Her passport disappeared. Security guards followed her constantly, and every attempt to contact home mysteriously failed. The luxurious mansion slowly transformed into a prison hidden behind beauty and wealth. Life inside Adrian Valdez's mansion became more disturbing with each passing day. Elena Cruz tried to convince herself that the strange rules and constant surveillance were temporary, but deep inside she knew something was terribly wrong. Security guards watched every hallway, cameras covered nearly every room, and staff members avoided eye contact whenever she asked questions. Even the housemaids seemed frightened to speak openly. The luxurious mansion felt less like a home and more like a carefully controlled prison. Adrian's behavior changed constantly. Some days he acted generous, buying Elena expensive jewelry, designer dresses, and luxury handbags. Other days he became cold and aggressive, demanding complete obedience, while reminding her that she owed him for bringing her family out of poverty. Elena soon realized the gifts were not signs of kindness. They were tools used to control her. Late one night, Elena wandered into Adrian's private office while the guards were distracted downstairs. Inside the room, she discovered locked drawers filled with medication bottles, confidential medical reports, and blood test results carrying Adrian's name. Her hands shook as she read the documents. The reports confirmed the rumors Adrian had desperately tried to hide for years. He was HIV positive and had been secretly receiving treatment through private clinics across Europe and the Middle East. Fear immediately consumed her. Elena remembered strange moments from the past weeks, including unexplained fevers and exhaustion that doctors inside the mansion dismissed as stress. Panic pushed her to secretly visit a small clinic outside the city using hidden cash she found in a laundry room. She traveled wearing sunglasses and a headscarf, terrified someone from the mansion might recognize her. The clinic test result destroyed her emotionally. She was H1 5E positive. Elena left the clinic in complete shock. The bright streets of Dubai suddenly felt dark and unfamiliar. She realized Adrian had likely hidden the truth from her before forcing the marriage. The future she dreamed of for her family now seemed impossible. Anger slowly replaced her fear as she understood how deeply her life had been destroyed. Back inside the mansion, Adrian's paranoia grew stronger. He installed additional cameras and hired new guards who barely spoke English. Staff members began disappearing without explanation. One young housemaid vanished overnight after being seen arguing with Adrian near the basement entrance. The next morning, employees were told she had returned home, but her personal belongings remained untouched inside her room. While secretly searching the maid's belongings, Elena discovered a hidden phone containing photographs of Adrian's medical documents and secret payments. Before she could copy the files, the phone disappeared from her room the following morning. Someone inside the mansion was watching her every move. After learning the truth about Adrian's illness, Elena Cruz stopped seeing herself as a trapped victim waiting to be rescued. Fear slowly transformed into anger, and anger turned into determination. She understood that nobody inside the mansion could be trusted. The guards obeyed Adrian without question. The staff remained silent out of fear, and powerful people outside the house protected him because of his wealth and influence. If Elena wanted justice, she would have to expose him herself. At the same time, Adrian's carefully controlled life began falling apart. Anonymous rumors about his secret medical treatments spread online through business forums and private social circles in Dubai. Investors started avoiding him, and several important meetings were suddenly cancelled. Adrian became obsessed with discovering who was leaking information. He questioned every employee, checked security footage constantly, and even searched staff bedrooms personally during the night. Elena watched his paranoia grow stronger each day. During violent sandstorms, the mansion occasionally lost power for a few minutes. Elena used those brief moments carefully. She sneaked into Adrian's office multiple times, copying documents onto a small flash drive hidden inside a makeup kit. The files contained secret payments to doctors, fake legal agreements signed by former workers, and financial records linked to missing employees. She also discovered photographs showing Adrian meeting government officials and private investigators who helped silence complaints against him for years. The deeper Elena searched, the more horrifying the truth became. Several workers connected to Adrian had disappeared after threatening to expose him. One former assistant reportedly died in a suspicious car accident after trying to leak medical records to journalists. Elena realized the danger surrounding her was far greater than she first imagined. Despite the fear, she continued gathering evidence. One evening, Adrian announced a massive yacht party for wealthy investors and celebrities. He hoped the glamorous event would silence rumors about his personal life and save his collapsing business empire. Luxury cars filled the marina, while photographers captured images of famous guests entering the yacht under bright golden lights. Elena stood beside Adrian wearing an expensive white dress and diamond jewelry. To outsiders, she appeared calm and elegant, the perfect millionaire's wife. But hidden inside her purse was the flash drive containing every secret Adrian had spent years protecting. Just before midnight, Elena quietly slipped away from the main party area and used a private computer room inside the yacht. Within minutes, anonymous emails were sent to journalists, investigators, and major news outlets across the UAE. Attached to the emails were medical reports, financial crimes, evidence of forced marriage, and documents connected to missing employees. The scandal exploded before sunrise. Police vehicles surrounded Adrian's offices the next morning while television channels discussed corruption and human trafficking accusations tied to his companies. Investors abandoned him almost immediately. His empire collapsed faster than anyone expected. But as Adrian watched his world burn, his anger became far more dangerous than his fear. The collapse of Adrian Valdez's empire created chaos across Dubai. News channels discussed the scandal non-stop while journalists uncovered more disturbing details about his hidden life. Adrian Valdez disappeared immediately after police raided several of his offices, and authorities feared he was preparing to escape the country. Luxury properties connected to him were searched one by one, uncovering secret bank accounts, fake contracts, and hidden payments made to former employees who suddenly vanished years earlier. At the center of the investigation remained one unanswered question: where was Elena Cruz? After exposing Adrian's secrets during the yacht party, Elena disappeared completely. Her phone stopped working, security cameras lost track of her movements, and nobody from the mansion claimed to know where she had gone. Some investigators believed she escaped and went into hiding. Others feared Adrian had captured her before fleeing. As detectives dug deeper into Adrian's past, the investigation became far darker than anyone expected. Former staff members slowly came forward with frightening stories. Several described secret basement meetings, threats, and employees who disappeared after arguing with Adrian. One former driver admitted transporting large amounts of cash late at night to unknown locations outside the city. Another claimed Adrian kept files on everyone working inside the mansion, using private information to control them through fear. Then police a horrifying discovery in the desert outside Dubai. A maintenance crew repairing a remote highway noticed burned metal partially buried beneath the sand. Investigators uncovered a destroyed luxury SUV registered to one of Adrian's companies. Inside the vehicle were two badly burned bodies. Dental records later identified them as Adrian's longtime lawyer and the missing housemaid who vanished weeks earlier from the mansion. The discovery shocked the entire country. Authorities now believed Adrian had been eliminating people connected to his secrets long before the scandal became public. Detectives suspected his lawyer planned to cooperate with investigators, while the housemaid may have discovered evidence hidden inside the mansion. As public anger grew, social media exploded with theories about Elena's role in Adrian's downfall. Some people called her a brave survivor fighting against a powerful man. Others accused her of helping destroy people connected to Adrian as revenge for infecting her with H4s, furred faster every day, making the case even more mysterious. Then another unexpected clue appeared. Border officials discovered records showing someone using Elena's passport had boarded a ferry leaving Oman under a false identity only days earlier. Security footage showed a woman wearing dark sunglasses and a black headscarf traveling alone with a backpack. The image quality was poor, but investigators believed the woman could be Elena. Before police could confirm her location, another death shook the case. Adrian's private driver was found murdered inside a small apartment near the outskirts of Dubai. Hidden beneath the bed was a notebook filled with repeated handwritten sentences. Every page carried the same terrifying message. She knows what happened in the basement. Police returned to Adrian Valdez's mansion with forensic teams after the murder of his private driver. The luxurious property that once hosted celebrities and wealthy businessmen now stood silent behind locked gates and flashing police lights. Investigators searched every floor carefully, believing the mansion still contained hidden evidence connected to the growing number of deaths. What they discovered beneath the property shocked even experienced detectives. Behind a false storage wall inside the underground garage, officers uncovered a concealed staircase leading into a secret basement that did not appear on official building plans. The hidden area contained surveillance equipment, medical supplies, locked filing cabinets, and dozens of passports belonging to former workers from different countries. Several passports belonged to employees officially listed as having returned home years earlier. The basement looked more like a control center than part of a private residence. Inside locked cabinets, investigators discovered hard drives filled with secret recordings captured through cameras installed throughout the mansion. Adrian had monitored nearly everyone around him. Videos showed frightened employees being questioned, threatened, and pressured into signing confidentiality agreements. Financial records also revealed large payments made to silence complaints connected to forced labor, abuse, and illegal confinement. But the most disturbing discovery came from a video file recorded shortly before Adrian disappeared. In the recording, Adrian Valdez appeared exhausted, paranoid, and emotionally unstable. He admitted forcing Elena Cruz into marriage after learning about his H-force. He confessed to using money and political influence to erase complaints filed against him over the years. He also admitted several former employees became dangerous after threatening to expose him publicly. The recording ended suddenly after Adrian claimed Elena knew secrets too dangerous to survive. Authorities launched an international manhunt, believing Adrian escaped the UAE using criminal contacts connected to his business empire. Airport. AEE's private ports and border crossings were placed under heavy surveillance. Weeks passed without results while conspiracy theories spread online across multiple countries. Some believed Adrian was still alive and hiding under a new identity. Others suspected Elena had tracked him down herself. Then fishermen near the Gulf coastline discovered a decomposed body trapped beneath rocks after a violent storm. Dental records later confirmed the body belonged to Adrian. Investigators believed he died attempting to flee the country by boat during rough weather after losing control of his escape route. His death officially closed the criminal investigation, but one mystery remained unsolved. Elena Cruz completely vanished. No confirmed sightings ever surfaced again. Some investigators believed she escaped and built a new life under another identity somewhere in Asia. Others believed she died long before Adrian's body was discovered. Years later, charities supporting abused overseas work in the Philippines began receiving anonymous donations connected to hidden offshore accounts once tied to Adrian's companies. Every donation arrived with the same short message: for women trapped behind beautiful doors,